Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel where we create new content as often as Spirit allows and where I share my personal transformations with you. I hope everyone is doing well on this afternoon. Don't click off the video just because of what you see on the screen. This is just where I come um, when I need to have some alone time. This is where I come. I sit under this tree. Sometimes I meditate. I just do my thing here. I get walks down this strip. We have bikers that ride along the trail, and it just got dark time I got here, and I didn't want to go back home to record, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it here. So excuse me about recording the video in the dark, but that's not what we're going to be worried about. We're just going to be tuned in and listening to what it is that Spirit wants you to know at this time. All right. So, as I was just sitting here releasing and unwinding, trying to release energies that don't belong to me, I had a long day and I had friends in from out of town. So, I just had to cleanse my energy and get my baths in and come out into nature because I enjoy company. I enjoy loved ones, and I really do. But for the majority of the time, I think I enjoy being alone at the most. But anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and tap in and release this message to you at this time. Okay? Spirit wants you to know that you should go ahead and let it go. Whatever that thing is that may come to your mind time to time, but not as much as it used to. Things that you may be questioning yourselves about, like, are you making the right decision, or have you made the right decision or the right choice? Um, Spirit wants you to know that yes, you did make the right choice. You did make the right decision because you are in proper alignment, and it's also wants me to mention that you are in proper alignment, and whenever the student is no longer needed, then the teacher would leave, and also vice versa. Okay, you may feel like, or you may know, you may, however you want to judge your situation, there is no right or wrong way to do anything in the universe, because it doesn't matter how many times you do it. You do it because it was needed for you to do at that particular time, and there's a lesson that you still need to learn before you cross all the way over. And what I mean by cross all the way over is be always in perfect alignment. That's what I mean by, you know, letting it go and not being afraid of the outcome, okay? So you did make the right decision to make whatever choice that was that you made, whatever that may have been to you. Spirit wants you to know that it's okay to release, that from your energy, so you won't cause any blockages or setbacks. Spirit wants you to know that you are so close to exiting, X, exit, escaping this pattern, this thing that may have hindered you in the past. You are so close to being in alignment with whatever this thing was. Okay, there were just 3% more of lessons that you had to learn, or very small amount of other lessons that you had to learn to exit this portal. And Spirit wants you to know that he's pleased with you, and you have done everything that it was that the universe knew that you were able to do. You passed this test. You have already passed the test, but you are in your final exam on some things. You know how you go through life and you go through school, go through the matrix. You have to take a test, and then at the end there is a final exam, and before you cross over to the next grade, you have to pass the final exam. It doesn't matter that you passed the test, but it does matter that you passed the final exam. See, you have just been getting a little taste of what Spirit has in store for you. You feel like you have elevated, but that was just the beginning, because you passed the test. And just because you passed the test, you did not take it real easy. You did not go light on yourself. You continued your ways in God. You continue, even though I don't even know where I'm going with this, but you know where I'm going with this, if this is your message, okay? You may have let go of some things. And in the midst of you letting go of some things, no matter how far away from those things you get, they seem to continue to come right back to you. And you didn't get tired and you didn't get weary about being in the proper alignment. You continue to obey. You did not go backward in the things that you had been taught. You just let it go. You just released it. You didn't argue. You didn't go back and forth. You didn't have to have the last say. You kept your energy refreshing, because you knew that they were not deserving of the response. They only want to pull your energy level down. And now that you know this, now that you really studied to show yourself approved, now that you really know this, now that you know how to stay in proper alignment, you had to take one more final exams. And those same individuals from your past came back to try to taunt you with some of the same things. They try to taunt you. They try to trigger you. They try to trigger you. But you didn't fall for it this time, because you had already passed that test. And the enemy thought he came back harder. But because this time you stood firm. Remember, I was talking about in one of the videos, keeping your feet on the enemy's neck. This time you stood firm. You may have went backward in the decision that you made, is what I'm getting. But you immediately caught on to what you were doing. You immediately caught on to the pattern. And you quickly released it. You didn't allow this issue to be ongoing for not even weeks at a time. Not even days at a time, is what I'm getting. You immediately cut it off. You cut it off immediately. Time you saw where these people were going with this particular thing, you cut it off. And you remain grounded in who you were and who you are. Spirit says no one can get you off your high horse anymore. You know how to maintain a frequency. And because you know how to maintain this frequency within yourselves, evidence is going to be shown to you outward. See, your frequency is your money. In the past, when you struggled to maintain having money in your bank account, or you struggled to keep food in your refrigerator, it was because you were allowing these people to play in your energy, to play in your face, to pretend to be there for you when they know that they meant you no good. They took your energy from you. They wanted your attention. They wanted you to argue with them. They wanted you to go back and forth with them because they wanted you to feel some type of way, because they always feel some type of way. They want someone to feel, have you ever heard this saying, hurt people hurt people? And this is where these people wanted you. They wanted you hurt because they were hurt for whatever reason. But not this time, because Spirit says you are healed. You are healed from the pain of yesterday. You are healed from the hurt of yesterday. So these things can no longer get to you. Now you are not exchanging a response. Anything that you feed into is energy. Okay? And you are being more aware of the way you are exchanging energy. Now you have a balance about yourself. And now your bank account is going to have a balance about itself. Spirit says that there's going to be so much chaos and confusion going on in the world, but it can't touch you. Whatever you need, whatever you want, whatever you desire, you will still have it. There may be 10,000 around you that has fallen, but it won't touch you because you trusted in the frequency. You trusted in the laws of the universe more so than you trusted in the government, more so than you trusted in the celebrities, more so than you trusted in giving your soul to something that didn't clarify who you were. It went against your soul. That's what selling your soul means. It went against who you were created to be as a person. But just for the sake of survival, some people, they bowed down to the system and they did what they knew to do at that time. But see what's going on now. The collective is waking up, and the collective is realizing that this is just a game. The collective is realizing that as within, so without, as above, so below. The collective is realizing how to maintain, and the higher ups are continually losing control over its system. And by its losing control over its system, it's losing control over you. You're not that same person that you used to be. So they can't control your money. They can't control your frequency anymore. They can't control the way you feel anymore. So they can't control your funds anymore. So don't worry about what's going on the media and on the news. It's okay to watch, I say once every 3 months. Hell, that if it's at the most. I don't watch it at all. But some people want to know what's going on, and I guess it's okay to know what's going on around you, because you still your avatar is still planted here, but nothing can hurt or harm you. You realize you're a spirit having a human experience. You realize that you're here to learn, to elevate your soul, to elevate. You're not just here to, you know, be all fancy dancy and worry about what the celebrities doing and how it is that they're living their lives and who's having their baby next and what the baby's name gonna be and who is the baby daddy and all that kind of good stuff. We're here for more than that. It's okay for fun, but it's just a distraction. The inner world is so much more interesting from my perspective. Maybe not from yours, but from mine. Just want to deliver this message to whoever the universe has chosen to hear at this time. I don't share my channel with anyone. I've only shared it with like 3 people in particular, but the rest of you really vibrated here. So if you feel like you reached this message, um, if the universe delivered it to you on your timeline, then that means we are in the same frequency and you are the collective. So just go ahead and keep that happy spirit up about receiving, because it's your season to receive. It's your season to get loved on. It's your season to have whatever it is that you like. Today is July 1st, 2025. The energy is about to lock in. So I hope you are ready for what you are about to receive. This is a very special day. This is a very special day. This is a very special portal. This is the energy. The energy that you're carrying now is the energy that you are going to carry for a while. So if it's up from here, it's up from here. If you're feeling really good right now, a few months from now, you're going to be feeling really good. You're going to see a whole new timeline. You're going to see that timeline shift right before your very eyes. And we finally can feel at home. We finally can feel like we belong here. We finally can rest in the arms of the universe. We finally can love and be loved. We can finally give back to those that are who we once were. We can finally see people with the love of God without judging and realizing it's not their fault, and realizing that our journey was not easy and they will get there whenever they get there. Our job is not to judge, but our job is to lead by example. And love is the highest frequency. But like I said, today was a really good day, a day to manifest, a day to lock in that energy, a day to release what no longer serves you. And I wish to always be in an abundant energy. But if we could only have one wish, I would wish, I guess, I don't know if alignment and abundant carries the same definition, and I'll look into that and we can talk more about it so we can know how to align our frequencies. Okay, alignment is just being in a proper vibration to be able to receive. And abundance is a feeling of feeling all of the promises from the Most High. Yes and amen. And if I had one wish that I could wish tonight, I would wish to always be in alignment with the universe. Spirit says this is a good time for you to ask, and you shall receive. Knock, and the door shall open unto you. Give. Don't forget about how you got here. Study the laws of the universe. Why is it important for you to give? Not as a religious thing, not as a reason to feel condemned when you don't, but just understand that it is just as important to give as it is to receive, vice versa. A lot of us have already given so much of ourselves, whether it be our time, our love, our attention, our talent, our warmth, our funds. A lot of us have already given. So relax in your energy. Release the energy of not wanting to receive or from feeling uncomfortable with receiving, because spirit says this is indeed the season that you are about to receive. So be okay with receiving. That's also a law of the universe. God's word will not return to you void. God is the universe that speaks to you. But when you give, don't give expecting something in return. Do it as if you really don't mind doing it. Let it come natural to you. Because if you're doing it and you're just doing it because you are expecting something from the universe, then your motives are not lined up properly and it'll take you longer to receive. So when you give from the heart and you will receive. In due time, in your season, you will receive. But my chosen one that are here now, this is your season to reap what you have sown. This is all of our seasons to reap what we have sown. So if you know some people that may be going through something that they normally wouldn't be going through, Spirit wants you to stay disconnected from that and to not exchange energies, to not exchange vibrations, because your manifestations happen best when you keep your alignment up, when you keep your energy levels up. So if someone you know is going through something at this time, there's not going to be anything you can do to fix it for them because it's his or her karma. Okay. This is, I study the planets and this and that, but I'm just starting, and some of the things that I learn about the planets and what they're doing, I can interpret what's going to go on with us as a whole, as a collective, because that's just the way the universe works, within and without. The universe, you are the universe, and the universe is returning some things. The universe is purging itself, giving us back what we put out. So there's nothing that you can do, because you're either going to experience heaven or hell on earth. This is the return. This is the return of Jesus Christ, whether we want to accept it or not. I know that we have been taught that Jesus is a man that's, going to appear out of the clouds. Maybe some of you saw Jesus appear out of the clouds. I don't know. And I'm not trying to be funny about that. But Jesus is already here. I didn't see him with my own two eyes. But from my studying and from my understanding of the Bible, Jesus has returned. Jesus is already here. But Jesus is walking the planet with love. Jesus is allowing us to receive the promises that he taught us about in the Bible. It's time for us to receive that heaven on earth. We sow good today to meet tomorrow's needs. We sow good karma, and we are about to experience our heaven on earth. It's only going to get better and better and better and better because you're holding that frequency, you're holding that vibration of love. Jesus said that love was the highest frequency. Jesus taught us that um, love was the highest vibration. I studied the teachings of Jesus, and I really try to abide in them. So I ask the universe to allow whatever happens in my life. It is your will, because your will is for us to love. And love, hey, you're either in the frequency of love or you're not. So I'm not trying to control the outcome of anything anymore. I'm releasing it and I'm letting it go because I trust the universe enough to deliver to me, to give me whatever it is that I'm supposed to have, and to release whatever it is that I'm not supposed to have or is not supposed to be in my life, because I'm on that same wavelength and I'm being obedient. So if you gotta be dismissed from me at this time, then you are not here to serve me at my highest good. Confirmation for me. So be okay with what's going on. Be okay. It's working out for you. It's always working out for you. Your only job is to stay in alignment with the things that you want. Don't worry about how they're going to come. Don't worry about who's going to give it to you. Just want what you want. Believe and you're going to receive it. Do the best that you can with what you have. You're about to receive more and more and more. Okay? I'm so grateful for my soul family. I'm so proud of us. I'm so pleased with us as well. We're such a beautiful soul people. It wasn't easy going through, so much chaos and confusion in your lives. And you still have that love in your heart. You still chose to love. Do you not know how special you are? To go this way when the whole crowd goes that way. You were the black sheep. And now we're okay with being a black sheep. We wouldn't have it any other way. But I gotta get going. And I will talk to you all in my next video, okay? Have a good night.